Man, I don't talk about this very much, but I know we've all been there, right? We've all had those times when we've just been in the bag. And this one time I was so in the bag. Well, I'm just going to quickly show you. So, oh, hi. You probably do this too, right? Like you crawl in your hockey bag and have a little nap because it's just cozy like a cocoon. I put my head on my jersey. It just feels nice, right? Like a pregame nap. You do that too? No? Okay. Never mind. So that was a little embarrassing. We will actually never talk about it again, but we will talk about what is in my goalie bag for this season, 2021-2022 so far. Let's get to it. In addition to showing you what's in my bag for this season, I'm also going to show you a few pieces that are either on the bubble or completely did not make the cut. And if you are new here, I am Maria Mountain. I'm an exercise physiologist. I specialize in off-ice training for goalies. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos that I put out every Wednesday. If you happen to miss last Wednesday's video, it probably means you either aren't subscribed or you are subscribed but haven't hit the bell. So do that now, because I put together an in-season workout for Carey Price that you can find here. So go check that out after you've watched this video, of course. But I'm also a recreational goalie that loves gear. So I'm excited to walk you through what's made the cut for my bag this year. So I'm going to just go through in the order that I usually get dressed, so hopefully I won't forget anything. And that will start with my goalie, Jill. I like the Bauer one. I actually tried a different brand. It might have been a CCM, but it wasn't really adjustable in the leg loops, and my legs are a little bit skinny, and it felt like it was always falling off. So goalie Jill, this is always just, I say it every year, but a terrible look. I find it looks very creepy when people are just wearing pelvic protectors and nothing else. I guess I'm getting ahead of myself too, because my base layer is just Paradox merino wool long johns that I get at Costco. They're cheap, they're durable, they're super light. I have a problem getting warm when I play goal, and if my legs are warm, I find it actually distracts me. So I'm like, oh, my legs are so warm. And it's distracting. So these are super light, super nice. This past season, I just invested in some cut resistant or cut proof socks. These are the Howie's socks. They're actually really, really comfortable to wear. Some of the other ones, I found that the cut proof material felt really scratchy. Not the case with these. So they feel fantastic, because it's that 1 in a million chance, but I do play recreational, like really recreational hockey, and some people can't stop, and you know, sometimes, so we don't want anything nasty to happen. This leads me to a piece that did not make the cut. I bought these Bauer compression fit base layer pants that have like the G-form built right into them, because in a second you'll see that I wear G-form knee guards. And so I thought, well, this might be really good. It might be one less piece of equipment. Couple things about them, and I got the junior extra large because I couldn't see these in a women's fit, and when I buy men's small, they're way, way, way too big. So I went youth extra large. The problem is I feel like they might have been a bit too warm anyway. I never actually wore them on the ice, but they are short. So when I have these in the right position, the G-form knee pads kind of sit in the top half of my knee, and I know that once I start playing and they even work their way up more, that knee guard isn't going to be anywhere in the area that I need it. So No fault of the pants. I can't really comment on their performance, just a matter of sizing. So Bauer maybe makes some stuff in a women's cut because we actually like cool stuff too. It does have Velcro like little stickies for the socks, your socks to attach. I don't wear socks because of the aforementioned my legs get too warm already part. So those did not make the cut, as it were. But these, and I've ordered a couple pair, so I have a backup pair because sometimes they're a little bit hard to find. But these are the Bauer G-Form knee pads. I love them. I didn't really know I needed them, but Carrie Price, at one of the days with Carrie Price with Eli, had them. And so if Carrie has them, I want some. So I wear those. Then it's the Warrior Ritual X knee guard. So I've had these for quite a few years. These are the intermediate size. They actually came with your Warrior pads, and so my Warrior pads are intermediate. I keep using this old version because the new versions only have Velcro on this side. So the Velcro comes around and it attaches there. These older version also have Velcro on this side, so those of us with a bit of a skinny leg can wrap that all the way around, and then it's nice and snug, and I never feel like they're falling down. Like, I never feel like they're sliding down. So I love these knee guards. I was talking to the guys from Warrior, talking about their knee cradles a little bit, and the stack, like the knee stack and the height of the knee stack, and you know, we talked about how, yeah, the height of the knee stack is limited. You can't have, like, for NHL regulations, you can't have, you know, a limitless knee stack. But the knee guard, there isn't a limit on that. So this is a great way to sort of add a little bit of height to that knee stack. Plus it just feels good. You know, it doesn't take away any other performance. It takes some wear and tear off your knees and your hips because it adds a little bit more height to the knee block, but it just feels cushy. So why wouldn't you save your knees some wear and tear? From here, I throw on my pants. These are the CCM Axis 1.9 pants. They are senior small, I think. Wait, I'm going to pull my pants down again and see what size they are. Yeah, senior small. I still have the inner belt in them because I kind of like it, but I don't tighten it up much. Just a little bit like that. I also have the Pro Laces Suspenders on here. These things are awesome. So they have like a synthetic leather attachment here. They have a Velcro adjustment so you can easily adjust the height of the suspenders. Really nice sort of broad piece in the back so they're not going to be sliding around on you. They're dynamite. Then I put on my skates. So my skates are the Bauer 2S Pros. I just got these last season and I really love them. I went to these from the Bauer X700, so a big change. I also use the Titan Mobile Edge blade with a Spry J profile on it. So what that does is when I'm in my butterfly, or really anytime I'm trying to push laterally, but I notice the most in my butterfly, I feel like I can stick my blade in at any angle and get a good flat edge to push from, which means for me, again, as a beginner or recreational goalie, means I spin a lot less when I go to push. I get a lot less rotation and more of a straight push. When I do want to pivot from my butterfly, I also feel like, again, I get a solid edge. My skate doesn't wash out. So I love it. This is a 4mm blade that fits in the 3mm Vertec holder. So I didn't have to change the holder at all. I've loved these blades, and they're definitely, they hold their sharpness better than the stock steel of my old blades. So I'm loving them. Now for laces, this is going to cause some trouble, but I'm a huge fan of waxed laces. I feel like they hold better. I feel like when I'm tightening them up, they backslide less. So I'm a fan of wax laces. If you aren't a fan of wax laces, you can tell me in the comments below. You can tell me how you tried them once and hated them. It's okay. I still love you. For my, I just call them skate guards, but I think they maybe are called soakers or something as well. But I just use the Howie's hockey ones because they come in Goalie Training Pro Green. That's exactly why. So the next thing I do is I put my pads on, because I cannot fathom putting my pads on with my chest protector on. It just seems way too hard. If you are an expert at it, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Put a comment below if you're like chest protector first all the way, and then I'll know, okay. Goalies are weird. So this is the first piece of equipment I have where I'm a little bit on the fence. I'll say a little bit on the fence. I've been playing around with these Axis 1.9s. I actually did a full review on them that I haven't posted yet. I'll do that. I've skated in them probably 6 to 8 times. I really like them because I feel like they move really nicely with me. Again, I'm not the strongest skater. I haven't been skating in goalie pads for my whole life, so if I can have something that feels a little less cumbersome on my leg and feel like it moves with me really nicely, that's a huge plus. I love the inside calf wrap, and I'll tell you more about it in the detailed review. I think that might be part of it. But the other part of it might be that these are 30+1s, whereas my Custom Warrior set is 31+1. So part of what I'm feeling might just be the smaller size and giving me a little bit more freedom to skate. I will say that I feel like my Warrior pads slide better than these CCM pads. Did a little first go at customizing these pads. What do you think? So those ones are the ones on the bubble. When we have our first game here in a couple weeks, I will definitely be wearing my Warrior RGT2s. Again, these are intermediate pads. These are 31+1. This will be my 3rd season on them, and I love them. I put the black weave on all the sliding surfaces, and I feel like it slides so nicely. I've never, in my old pads, you know, I've done videos on, I used to put some glide wax from my old cross-country skiing days on the sliding surfaces because they would make them slide a lot better on my old pair of GT2s. But this pair, I've never put anything, ice cream or wax or anything on them to slide better because they just slide so great. And in terms of durability, they're doing fantastic. The only place it's getting some wear is right here. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little bit fuzzy there, and it's fully from the Velcro on my knee pads, or the seams on my knee pads. They rub there, so they give it a little bit of a rub down, but like, it doesn't impact the performance at all at this stage, so we're all good. Really happy with them. Let's get them on. Oh yeah, toe ties. So the toe ties, I use the Pro Lace Hybrid Armor. So the armor means that the laces, that the bungee is sort of coated in this like skate lace kind of thing, and that's really helpful, I think, for the durability of it. The hybrid means there's this little like clip that goes around so that the laces can't seesaw through the toe bridge. It bugs me when you take your skate off and like one is this long and one is that long because they've been seesawing through, and then I think, well, what if I go around the other way? I don't know, it bothers me. Performance wise, I don't notice a big difference, but it bothers me emotionally. So I will always get these ones for sure. These again are from Pro Laces. You can customize them, so I just have M2 on one, I like Murray Mountain M2, get it? And then I have Fun on the other, so that every time I put them on, because even though I'm recreational and I really am a beginner, I should have no expectation that I'm going to be amazing. I can sometimes get very frustrated when I play, so I put that on just to say, like, hey, it's just fun. Like, you're so lucky you get to play. Just go out and have fun. So I see that when I put them on, and I remember that, and I reset. I do use the Lundy loop 100%. I love it. Boom, and they're on. And then I always do a little, and I know how much it should sort of flip around on my leg. And so if it looks good, then I'm like, all right, we're good to go. If it doesn't flip around enough or it flips around too much, then I have to do a little adjustment. This one's a little too tight, but we'll be okay with that. So now I've got all my bottoms in place. Then I put on my neck guard. So this doesn't bother me to have things around my neck. So I know some of you are like, I can't wear this because of my neck. It's fine. I love a turtleneck. I would wear a turtleneck every single day of the year if I could. So I have no problem wearing something around my neck. I like this one too because it comes out fairly wide. It's got some protection from the collarbone. Like, this is pretty solid. And then I like that it's a little vest. Again, I think this is a youth. Yeah, this is a junior. This is a junior small medium. But I like that it's a little vest because I feel like it just stays put. It won't spin around on me. It's going to stay where it's supposed to stay. So the big key on putting any of these around your neck is just make sure none of the sticky Velcro is going to be touching your skin, because then that will really be irritating. But otherwise, you're good to go. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to put on is my chest protector. So this is another on the fence moment. So this monster is my Warrior Ritual G5. This is a senior small, and I have never felt a thing through it. Like, a couple of the guys we play with a real range of players. So from people who are really new to hockey to people who've played junior hockey. And, you know, sometimes the guys that play junior hockey are not, like, really, usually, they're always really nice, but sometimes they unleash a really good shot. I've never felt anything through that. It's like, and I can feel like, whoa, that was a hard shot, but I've never felt a stinger or anything like that. It feels pretty good to me when I'm on the ice actually playing with it. But when I put it on, or when I have to adjust my mask or take a drink of water, I feel like it just feels very bulky to me. So I love the protection. I'm like the Goldilocks of chest protectors. Well, this one's too stiff and this one's not enough protect. I'm on a quest to find that perfect chest protector, and I will stop at nothing to find it. So you know, and I feel like maybe custom is where I should go, so that I get one that sort of fits my size and proportions, but offers the protection. But we'll see. I would have to save my allowance a little longer. But what I've been experimenting with, so I'd started in a Warrior Intermediate, and I really, really liked it. But then I started getting a few stingers because I'd had it a few years as well. So I went to the Senior, which we already talked about. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to try going back to an intermediate. And this is the Bauer Elite. And I really like, the thing that caught me about this is I really like how, like, the arms almost feel like a sleeve. Like, that almost feels like you're putting your arm actually in a sleeve. Whereas this, it's hard to see, but it's like, it just felt more like the elbow cup is in there, and it's sort of held by straps, and that it could sort of slide up and down, and, you know, and you're kind of trying to push it back up and get it back in position. So I really liked the look of that. This is an intermediate. It has a loop in the back. I'll do a full review, but where I can attach it to my pants, which I also liked. So I've been playing around with this one for the last few outings. It's hard to do when I'm sitting down. I need to stand. I need to stand up because I don't think it's quite on. That's better. So and now I'm in that stage where it's like, well, do I tuck it in, or do I try to go over the top? And I have to confess, I'm not sure yet. I've had a lot of experience where my mask has been hitting here, and that's been driving me nuts. So I'm not exactly sure where I'm gonna go with it. But for this video, I'm gonna tuck so that I can show you how my suspenders go. These even have a little strap for your suspenders. You can go like that. which is cool, but I usually just bring it inside my floaters. But yeah, it doesn't work as well as with the Warrior, so I might have to use that strap. Then I'll take the lace, because I hate it when my chesty rides up, like a lot. So thus, the tie down, the suspenders, everything I can to make it not ride up. Mainly because I hate it when my mask hits here. So that's that. Then the jersey. So again, with my old, not my old, but with my other chest protector, my Warrior chest protector, I felt like I could never get my jersey on. Or it was like a major victory if I managed to get my jersey on. Whereas this one, it feels pretty easy. I'll do the tuck because it's good enough for the great one. Good enough for me. Let's do the debate. Let's do the tucked or untucked debate. Tell me in the comments what's your angle. The next piece of gear that again is maybe on the bubble, although I'm pretty sure I'm going to move to it. This is the Bauer Enemy Vtx. I had an Otney mask before, or I still do have an Otney mask. I really liked the Otney mask, but it was very heavy. So I looked for something that was a little bit lighter and a little more contoured to my head. Even with my Otney mask, I had taken off my old Bauer backplate, put it on the Otney because it fit the shape of my head a little better. So I picked up this Enemy Vtx. And it feels pretty good. So again, my mask is so hitting my chest protector and driving me nuts. So what happens, I'm on the ice and it keeps pushing my mask up, so I need to adjust that chesty a little bit more. I think for this style of chesty, I need to go untucked, or I need to remove those lower pads, but we'll sort that out. This mask, I've been pretty happy with it so far. Yeah, it's been more my chesty, pushing it up. It's always a matter of just trying to find the right adjustment so it's not squeezing my head. I did get like a sort of a cat eye, like a certified cat eye style cage, which is different from my old cage. It's taking quite a bit of getting used to. I've always worn a dangler. Dangler doesn't bother me. The sound doesn't bother me. Yeah, I like it better than getting a puck to my trachea. So that's that. I'm going to take that off. And so the last few pieces of crucial gear are my glove and my blocker. So I have the GT2 pads, but I got the G4 Pro glove and blocker because they just felt better on my hand. And I think too, you have to have it's only the G4 that comes with it, like a interchangeable palm, I think, in the glove. So I can get a different break, like a different angle on the insert on the glove. I think that's another reason I chose. It's good, it's nice and broken in. This used to be a double T, but it was weird and mangled. So I took it to Jimmy Sidwell at the local Source for Sports here in London, and he did major surgery on it. I posted a video actually all about it, so you can check that out over here. But he did incredible. Like, you would never know what this glove has been through. But yeah, the glove works well. The operator sometimes has issues. The blocker, super comfortable. When the pucks hit it, they bounce away. So it works very well. Yeah. And finally, my twig. My twig is the Warrior Ritual M1 Pro, and I love it. So I used to always use Bauer sticks, and I really, really like them. I got a couple of these sent to me, and wow, that is a nice stick. So this is my go-to stick For sure, I can't remember the curve that I picked for it, so sorry. I can't tell you. It looks like that, if that helps. But yeah, beautiful stick, super light. A light stick is really important to me because, again, with a heavy stick, my shoulder and my forearm, they get tired. So this just makes life a lot easier. Of all these pieces of gear, if I had to pick my favorite piece of equipment right now, it would probably be my skates. My skates feel great all the time. I love them. And the very first time I ever wore them on the ice, I went for a full hour skate and I had no problem. You know, normally your feet are kind of, you know, cramped up. These felt fantastic. So if I had to pick one piece of equipment to be my favorite, that would be it. Let me know in the comments what your one favorite piece of equipment is and why. So tell me what it is and what you really, really like about it. So now is when you know what's going to happen. I'm going to ask you to like, subscribe. If you subscribe, hit the bell. That way you find out about the videos before anyone else. If you want to see what's changed since last season, what's in my bag, post a link to that video here. And I will see you next Wednesday because I post new videos each and every Wednesday. See you then. If I get stuck in here, not gonna be happy. Please, Bauer Zipper, don't give up on me now. This is like more death-defying than a Houdini trick doing this in a Bauer hockey bag, I'm just saying. I'm boiling right now.